Good evening. You would think that a suspected killer would do his very best to stay out of sight and out of trouble.
But a suspect on the run from an Albuquerque murder made it easy for cops by getting nailed for DWI. News 13's Alex Tomlin is live in the Newsplex with how the story gets even more bizarre from there.
Dick, Diane, not only do police say Richard Ross was drunk, he was behind the wheel of a dead man's car. Then he started speaking in code, trying to pin the murder on someone else, the Mexican Mafia. Motel, value place, Albuquerque, homicide in my room, Mexican Mafia. Richard Ross wasn't playing a guessing game with Grants police, but he was giving very real clues. Police say Ross was drunk and crashed a blue Ford Explorer like this one when they tried to pull him over last week. Turns out that SUV belonged to a dead man, and those strange keywords Ross blurted out to the cops would link him to the crime, along with a lot of evidence. Let's go back. James Sharp was found dead inside a room at the Value Place Motel on East Central in Albuquerque on June 6th. Cops say they were able to piece together that Ross had stolen Sharp's credit card and charged $500 on it. They believe Sharp confronted Ross, so Ross attacked him.
In this particular case, the victim was beaten to death, blunt force trauma.
Cops say he then stole Sharp's Explorer and took off. Just 2 days later, Grants police were handcuffing Ross for the DWI crash. He told the officer that the cop had just made a big bust.
Less than 48 hours, Grants had already had him stopped, and our detectives were on their way up there within a matter of hours.
Ross tried to tell police the Mexican Mafia beat and killed Sharp, but cops aren't buying it.
We have our evidence, and it's very clear to us that he was the only one involved in the homicide that killed the victim.
Ross is now charged with murder in Albuquerque, DWI in Grants, and he also has a warrant out in Oklahoma for another crime. Diane?
Okay, Alex, a search of the hotel room in Grants where Ross was staying turned up bloody shoes and Sharp's stolen credit card.